This just in. It's not exactly the uplifting headline you want with your morning coffee, but more than half of South Africa's small businesses may not survive the next year without serious help. The inaugural Small Business Growth Index, SBGI, reveals over 50% of small firms are contracting, struggling to trade, or at risk of shutting down. Only 1 in 4 reported any growth. So yes, the sector is under pressure. But buried in the report is a quieter story, a stubborn streak of resilience. Even in these conditions, 80% of respondents still plan to invest in working capital, assets, or marketing. That tells me 2 things. The challenges are real, but so is the determination to fight through them. Let's take a look at why so many businesses are struggling. The SBGI score currently sits at 51.08, officially the vulnerable zone. That's the awkward middle ground between early recovery and mounting cost pressures. Rising transport, electricity, and raw material costs are squeezing already thin margins. Businesses are responding the only way they can, by raising prices. But passing costs to customers has its limits, especially when consumer spending is also under strain. But here's some good news. Yes, there is some. Despite this, nearly 80% of surveyed businesses still plan to invest, whether in keeping their operations running smoothly, upgrading equipment, or marketing to bring in new customers. That mindset matters. In tough markets, businesses that keep showing up and communicating clearly have a better chance of weathering the storm than those that disappear until things get better. Spoiler, they rarely do on their own. So here are 5 moves to stay competitive when the economy is against you. As a StoryBrand certified guide and duct tape marketing consultant, I've seen that survival in hard times often comes down to getting back to basics fast. So here's what I'd prioritize. Number 1, get ruthless with costs. Review expenses line by line, cut everything that doesn't directly generate revenue or strengthen your market position. Number 2, negotiate with suppliers. You're not the only one feeling the pinch. Ask for better terms, bulk discounts, or flexible payment plans. Number 3, invest in customer relationships. Retention is cheaper than acquisition. Regular, useful communication keeps you top of mind without breaking the bank. Number 4, improve your offer clarity. If customers can't instantly understand what you do and why it's worth paying for, you'll lose them, especially now. And number 5, diversify your revenue. Add complementary products, services, or subscription models to spread your income risk. Basically, become an expert at survival. Running a business is not for the faint of heart, or not for sissies, as we say in South Africa. I've had to scramble more than once to keep my own business afloat. And I've learned each of these 5 steps the hard way, usually in the middle of an economic dip that made me question whether I was in the right line of work. The truth is, downturns aren't one-off events. They're inevitable and ongoing. You survive one, and there's another one waiting for you a few years or even months down the road. Oddly enough, it gets easier when you make peace with that reality. Once I stopped waiting for normal to return, I got much better at applying these steps consistently, which meant the storms became easier to weather, even when they hit back to back. Sometimes I don't even notice them at all anymore. So here's why clarity is your first line of defense. In times like this, confusion costs money. If your message is unclear, you're making it harder for people to buy from you and harder for them to justify paying your prices after an increase. A clear, concise message is one investment you can make right now that will pay off in both sales and customer loyalty. Try my 5-minute marketing fix. It's a free, practical tool that helps you create one sharp sentence to explain your business and why it matters. Because in an economy where 40% of small businesses might not make it to next year, every second and every sentence counts. You can download it for free in the description below or at strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? What's the single biggest cost challenge your business is facing right now? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.